To be free is to follow your heart and God's will.
Well, in the past 2 days I've been here, I was surprised to find that, or to see that the homeless people, they really had nothing negative to say. It was all positive stuff about their city and stuff, and that surprised me. I didn't expect that.
So actually, I ended up getting this tattoo to answer the question, what freedom means to me. And freedom to me sort of means I'm free from the punishment of my sins, which is death, and I'm free because God sent His only Son to die for me, and I accepted His free gift of salvation for me. I'm free to live my life happy and peaceful, and knowing that I'll get through anything with Him. So, yeah.
Probably just how wrong my perceptions of homeless people are. Perception about everybody. It challenges how I used to think I was so well at judging people, and I guess obviously not. Stereotype them in a bad way, and they each have their own story. They're not necessarily losers that choose to just not care and rebel. They actually happen to be a victim of circumstances, and whether they've made bad decisions or not, who hasn't? So
to be free means to have total access to God and not be ashamed to be one of His children, and just to live for Him without having fear of other people, just having total freedom, and you just feel the love of God on you.
So today we went to a after-school program for kids that's faith-based, which is pretty sick. And in that time we got to, I think I got to really understand what they go through more, just by talking to them and asking them how their day went and stuff like that.
So to be free, it means that you're no longer bound to anything in this world. You still have the choice. You can still get caught up in a trap, but you can always, God will always give you a way to get out of it, and you're not tied to anything.
I see God's freedom in the city, in the homeless. They still have to obey the rules. They still have government and stuff to follow, but I don't know, it's I see God in them and His freedom in them because they don't have things, they don't have material things that we have that hold us back from God. So they're less materialistic, and they have a deeper faith that I have a desire to have a faith like homeless that I've seen this week.
I think that the homeless people are different than I realized. They are more friendly than I would assume, because from where we come from, we don't associate with them, and we act like they're less people because they're not on our level of income, and it's more, we're more judgmental of them. And here we get to be open to new opportunities, and they're showing how they believe in God even without a ton that we have. All the stuff that we have, they don't have food and everything, and even people who are on the streets are giving away stuff to other people to help other people instead of themselves. So I'm saying God's love in them.
For me, freedom means being free from the things that hold you back, restraints, and being free from your sins. And I think that to be free, you need to accept Jesus into your heart, because without Him, you'll always have your sins burdening you. But with Him, you're free from your sins because He died for you. And in the city, I've seen people who are fighting alcoholism and drugs, and I've seen a couple people who said they've become sober, and I think that's a thing of freedom, because their alcohol was holding them back, and for them to fight that and to overcome it, that's showing they're free.
Over this course of this trip, I kind of learned what freedom means by, I think it's Jesus' love. And when you have trust in Him and you have faith in Him, and you know that He will, sustain for you, that's when you're really free, when you're out of that bondage of worriness and suffering of obligation. I mean, it's right to have responsibilities, but I think the freedom that God gives you, that He will provide for you anyway. That's, I think, true freedom, and I've seen that very much with homeless people and with children, definitely. and with the kids all around the city who are really could be living tough lives compared to ourselves.